This is about your sister. God is warning about your sister. Had hidden action are about to uncover. Don't take it normal. Open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, what you're about to read is not a coincidence. It's a divine interruption from heaven, and it must be taken with utmost seriousness. For far too long, something hidden has moved beneath the surface, and now it's rising. You felt something wasn't right. You've sensed whispers in silence, cold stares in the warmth of smiles. But you dismissed them, hoping love would erase suspicion. Tonight, that silence is over. The truth you've ignored is coming to the surface, and it's not coming gently. You must not take this lightly. God is issuing a final warning about your sister. Archangel Michael says, she's been hiding something very serious, and this hidden action is not just affecting her, it's bleeding into your destiny. This isn't just a family matter anymore. It's spiritual. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You are being guided to open your heart and eyes before it's too late. A veil has been covering your mind, but tonight it will be ripped away. Everything she did in the dark is about to be dragged into the light. She was once your closest confidante, but something changed. A shadow began growing around her spirit. She let herself be influenced by voices that don't belong to the divine. There were choices made when you weren't watching. Your name was spoken in circles you didn't belong to. You were blamed for storms you never caused. Type Amen to get blessing 448. Behind closed doors, she became someone else. And the one she became is planning something even worse. This is not simply a warning. This is divine interception. There is a pattern of sabotage wrapped in disguise. You may not see her actions, but you feel the damage. The delay in your blessings, the confusion, the setbacks, all traced back to her. Archangel Michael says you went to someone, a person whose energy is corrupted. That meeting resulted in a decision to block what was meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 577. This wasn't just jealousy. It was strategy. She knows what you are becoming, and it terrifies her. He can't undo the favor you have in heaven, but she can attempt to distract, delay, and derail. That's exactly what she's been doing while smiling in your face. You trusted her too much. You thought family meant loyalty. But not every sister shares your blood in spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 611. You must listen carefully now. She's involved in a situation that could legally tie you into something dangerous. Something was signed. Your name was mentioned. She never told you about this meeting, but it took place a few weeks ago. She gave your information to someone she wasn't supposed to. This person is watching you now. They believe you know everything, and soon they may act on that belief. Type Amen to get blessing 702. Your sister has opened a door, but she doesn't understand what walked through it. There is now a spiritual cost tied to what she's done. Every delay you felt, it's not random. It's been energetically tied to her disobedience and resentment. The message from heaven is this: distance yourself immediately. This is not about hate. This is about protection. Type Amen to get blessing 819. She is about to be exposed. A document is being prepared. A voice recording will leak. And when it does, you will finally have undeniable proof of what was happening behind your back. The same person who called you love has been whispering curses behind your name. Archangel Michael says, you were meant to rise this season, but every time you gained momentum, her interference dragged you back. God is stepping in now. Type Amen to get blessing 990. You will receive a call. It will come late at night. You'll recognize the number, but the words will leave you breathless. Prepare your heart, because this revelation will not just be emotional. It will require action. You will need to make a choice. There's a key in your home. It unlocks a drawer she once opened when you weren't around. Inside is a letter she hoped you'd never find. Type Amen to get blessing 1040. Do not hesitate. Do not overthink. Move in faith. The next few days are going to reveal more than the last few years have. You'll finally understand why certain people stopped talking to you. You'll remember moments when things did add up. Now the missing puzzle pieces are being delivered. And the full picture will not only shock you, it will set you free. Type Amen to get blessing 1124. Your sister has spiritual debts, and some of them are now linked to your life force. That's why heaven is sending this alert to separate your path from her bondage. If you ignore this, you risk inheriting consequences that were never meant for you. But if you listen, everything she blocked will rush back into your hands. Archangel Michael says, there's a woman who knows your sister's secret. She has the evidence, and she's deciding whether to release it to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1277. Don't speak about this to anyone just yet. Wait for the sign. It will come as a conversation you overhear, not meant for your ears, but heard by divine design. When you hear it, remember this moment. It will confirm everything written here, and you will know exactly what must be done. There will be temptation to forgive and forget instantly. But God says, be wise, not just kind. Type Amen to get blessing 1402. This is the season where masks are falling. Your sister's true intentions have been masked by shared memories and blood ties. But the truth doesn't hide forever. There is a transaction involving your name that is still open. It needs to be canceled immediately, or it could affect your record. Contact the one in charge. Use your full name and ask if any submissions were filed with your details. Heaven will guide you on the exact words to say. Type Amen to get blessing 1541. Your destiny is too important. You were born for impact. And right now, someone you trusted is trying to pull you out of alignment. Don't allow guilt to silence your intuition. Don't allow fear to paralyze your response. Move now. This is a divine reset. Heaven is cleaning your circle, and it starts with your sister. Type Amen to get blessing 1690. A moment is coming soon. She will reach out and pretend everything is fine. She'll smile, act confused, and say, why are you being distant? Don't fall for it. That conversation is just a delay tactic. She knows what's coming. Archangel Michael says, an angel has already been dispatched to remove her access from your spiritual gate. Don't open the gate again. Type Amen to get blessing 1755. If you feel confused, that's because the energy is shifting. Your spirit knows truth is near, and your soul is getting ready for release. Hold tight. Let the revelation finish its course. Let heaven complete the unveiling. There are photos, text messages, and voice memos on her phone. Some were shared with someone you wouldn't expect. They are all coming out. Type Amen to get blessing 1881. The person she worked with is now facing legal trouble. That's why they're panicking. They may even reach out to you pretending to be a friend. Don't trust unfamiliar kindness in the coming days. Test every voice. Not everyone who calls you dear is from God. This is your moment of truth. Stay grounded. Stay discerning. Type Amen to get blessing 1992. Your sister's pain led her into bitterness. That bitterness became jealousy. And jealousy turned into action. It didn't begin with hate. It began with comparison. But when she saw you rising, she couldn't take it. Instead of following your light, she tried to extinguish it. Was she failed? And now, the backlash is catching up. Type Amen to get blessing 2111. Your healing is beginning tonight. The shackles tied to her energy are breaking. Your money will flow again. Your sleep will be sweet again. Your future is no longer hijacked. Walk boldly. Speak truth. Let no one guilt you into silence. Type Amen to get blessing 2233. She may cry. She may apologize. She may say it wasn't that serious. But you know now it was. Keep your distance. Send love from afar. But don't return to the space you outgrew. This is heaven's way of saying, you are no longer chained to her storm. Type Amen to get blessing 2377. You're free now. The truth has been released. And God is clearing your path. Let no one block you again. Let no secret remain hidden. Let every false connection be exposed. The angels are surrounding your home, your room, your phone, your mind. Everything connected to you is protected now. Type Amen to get blessing 2488. This message was sent not to hurt you, but to lift you. Not to divide, but to deliver. You are not crazy. You were right to feel what you felt. And now, the confirmation is here. Stand in your truth. Embrace your new beginning. And never shrink for anyone again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The more you trust the process, the faster the healing will flow. What was stolen will be returned in multiplied form. And the delay that made you cry will now make you rejoice. The day your sister made that hidden move, the heavens recorded it. It was not a secret to the divine, only to you. But now, you are being aligned with full clarity. The light is revealing dark corners. You will soon be shown screenshots, receipts, and even handwriting that connects her to certain actions against your name. It will not be hearsay. It will be undeniable evidence. Type Amen to get blessing 2633. Don't panic. This was allowed for a reason, so that you would be separated from what was never meant to walk with you into your next level. Some people must be exposed before promotion. Your sister made a choice. But you, chosen one, must make yours too, and that choice is truth. Prepare to release old emotions. Let go of obligation that was forged in illusion. The love you gave was never wrong, but now your wisdom must lead. Type Amen to get blessing 2790. There is a number on her call log that you need to take note of. It's tied to a person involved in the situation. That person holds more knowledge than even she realizes. They were not comfortable with what she did, and they are struggling with guilt. This is why information will soon leak, but it's heaven's orchestration. You'll be offered a chance to confront her. But God says, don't. Not yet. Let the full exposure finish. Let heaven deal with her first. Type Amen to get blessing 2944. Do not defend her to others anymore. Protecting her now means betraying your future. Be still and let what must be removed be removed. Her jealousy reached a spiritual level. It wasn't just about envy, it turned into silent cursing. That's why your joy felt attacked at random times. You'd have a good day, and suddenly it would crash. That wasn't coincidence. That was her energy clashing with your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 3077. Don't be surprised if she begins to act like the victim. That's part of the tactic. She'll say things like, I don't know what I did wrong. But you will know. You will remember the messages, the vibes, the betrayals in moments that looked like nothing. Now all those signs will make sense. There was a moment she asked you about your plans, not because she cared, but to inform someone else. That moment was key. Type Amen to get blessing 3220. Your destiny is being protected at all costs now. The delay ends here. The restoration begins now. She will try to reconnect, but not from a place of truth, only to regain access. Do not allow temporary emotions to override permanent decisions. Your circle is being cleansed. Your peace is being returned. And your path is being protected with fire. Type Amen to get blessing 3373. You are not being asked to hate. You are being asked to release. You are not being called to expose. You are being called to walk away. There is a divine court in session, and your hands must remain clean. You've done your part. Now let heaven handle the rest. Archangel Michael says, an angel stood beside you even while she plotted. You were never alone, and you will never be unprotected. Type Amen to get blessing 3499. Tonight, her secrets are being unsealed. Her energy is being severed from your blessing. Your new season requires clarity, and that clarity is arriving with speed. Expect things to shift in your home, your mind, your bank, and your spirit. Where confusion sat, peace will now reign. Where fatigue lingered, joy will overflow. And where loss used to reside, restoration is now seated. You have stepped into recovery. Type Amen to get blessing 3611. That person your sister spoke to, the one you will soon learn about, they had plans to take something very precious to you. But the moment you read this message, that plan has been cancelled. A divine force intercepted that attempt. Because your name is protected in heavenly places, and what belongs to you cannot be stolen anymore. Your signature is safe. Your image is safe. Your calling is safe. Your future is locked in light. Type Amen to get blessing 3750. You are rising now. Not just emotionally, but spiritually. Even physically, you'll begin to feel lighter. That's the weight of deception being lifted. The grief from spiritual betrayal is no longer upon your chest. You are breathing in truth now. This is your realignment. This is your redemption. And this is your reward for enduring quietly while your spirit screamed for justice. Type Amen to get blessing 3899. Watch how fast the blessings begin to rush in now. What was stagnant will now move like a flood. New opportunities. The open doors. Unexpected messages. Divine compensation. This is the final act of exposure, and it's unfolding in front of the very people who once doubted you. Your vindication is not private. It will be public. Type Amen to get blessing 4012. Your sister's path is now her own. You've been released. The soul tie is broken. The repeated cycle have ended. You may still love her, but you can no longer walk with her. Her path is filled with things you must never be near again. Let her go, chosen one. Let her reap what she sowed. You are called to higher ground now. Type Amen to get blessing 4155. You were protected even when you didn't know you were under attack. That's the kind of favor on your life. That's why you're still standing, still breathing, still destined. No one can reverse your calling. No sister, no friend, no secret enemy. Heaven has already sealed your outcome, and it is glorious. Type Amen to get blessing 4301. Speak less. Observe more. Let heaven speak for you now. Everything you thought you lost, it's returning with interest. The relationships, the peace, the opportunities, all of it is realigning. Because you passed the test. You didn't retaliate. You didn't gossip. You simply endured. And now, you shall receive. Type Amen to get blessing 4455. The battle is over. The fog is clearing. Your name is being purified. You don't need to prove yourself. Everything is being revealed. Everything is being corrected. You were chosen for this moment. It's not punishment. It's preparation for your breakthrough. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The wind has shifted, and your name is now spoken in rooms filled with favor. What was once delayed is now being delivered. The time of silent suffering is giving way to a season of bold redemption. Heaven didn't forget the tears you cried alone. Every moment you doubted your worth because of how she treated you, it was recorded. And now, the scales are balancing. The hands that once tried to push you down will now witness your elevation. And she will see that no manipulation can undo what was written for your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 4602. There's going to be a message coming from a number you don't recognize. It will mention her name and a place she visited recently. That message will carry a truth you weren't supposed to find out. Be prepared. It will come at an odd hour, perhaps when you're least expecting it. But the message will confirm what heaven has already revealed to you now. This moment of confirmation is divine. It's not to make you bitter. It's to empower you with clarity so you never walk blindly again. Type Amen to get blessing 4755. You may feel a sudden urge to look through old texts, documents, or papers. Follow that urge. It's not random. There is something hidden there. Something she hoped would remain forgotten. But now it's calling to be found. The exposure is happening in layers. Heaven is peeling back the veil, one truth at a time, so you're not overwhelmed, but prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 4877. A friend of hers knows more than they've let on. They may have stayed silent out of loyalty to her. What now? Even they can't ignore what's happening. Soon, someone will approach you nervously. They will fumble over their words, but what they say will validate your inner knowing. They won't give you every detail, but what they reveal will point you directly to what was done. Listen carefully. Type Amen to get blessing 5011. You don't need revenge. Heaven is already dealing with her. You just need to stay obedient and align. Your blessings will speak louder than any retaliation. Your peace will be proof of your purity, and your future will shine so brightly, no shadow from her past can touch it. Remember, silence is sometimes the loudest voice. Let your eyes answer all that was said in secret. Type Amen to get blessing 5199. Your sister is going to realize what she lost. The trust, the Vanadian, the divine favor that once protected her just by being close to you. She'll feel that absence, and when she does, regret will become her companion. But by then, you'll already be far beyond the reach of her confusion. Let her carry what she created. You are stepping into light now, and there's no turning back. Type Amen to get blessing 5322. There's an old photo of both of you together. You'll see it soon, either in your hands, or online, or in memory. When you do, you'll feel both love and pain. But don't hold on to the pain. Just honor the lesson. That version of her no longer exists. You must accept that, so you can walk forward into what's real now, not what you hoped would remain. Type Amen to get blessing 5499. There was once unity, but you chose division. There was once protection, but she opened doors that should have stayed locked. She gambled with something sacred, your bond, and in doing so, she awakened forces that are now turning back toward her. Archangel Michael says, you must not return to what God is freeing you from. The severing is painful, but it is necessary for your ascension. Type Amen to get blessing 5602. As you go forward, you will see blessings move faster. Opportunities you forgot about will reappear. The heaviness will lift. You'll smile more, not out of pretending, but from actual joy. Sleep will return. Money will flow. Real friends will come. You'll feel like yourself again, the version of you before her secret actions dimmed your fire. You'll walk different. You'll speak with clarity. You'll trust yourself again. Type Amen to get blessing 5744. Keep walking. Keep healing. Keep letting go. Don't chase apologies. Don't look back to confirm if she's watching. Don't try to teach her the lesson. Life is doing that now. The truth set you free, and now, heaven is setting you forward. Type Amen to get blessing 5880. God saw it all, even the parts you still don't know. And that's why He's speaking to you now, so you never question your discernment again. Your sister played with something holy, your trust, your destiny, your divine alignment. But what she tried to ruin is being restored. Stronger, wiser, younger, and no longer attached to the source of betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 5999. Soon, people will ask what changed in you, why you're glowing, why you seem lighter, why blessings are chasing you down. They will know what you walked through, but they'll see who brought you out. That's the glory of this moment. It's not just exposure. It's promotion. Type Amen to get blessing 6107. Let your steps be bold now. Let your standards be higher. Let your peace be non-negotiable. No more entertaining energy that drains you. No more explaining yourself to those who already chose to misunderstand you. You are not who they said you were. You are who God created, powerful, loved, and rising. Type Amen to get blessing 6233. Your secrets are no longer your weight. Her choices are no longer your problem. And her words no longer have power over your peace. This is your release, your reset, and your rise. Let her go. Let the hurt go. Let the past go. Type Amen to get blessing 6390 tonight. Sleep knowing heaven has handled it. Wake knowing you are safe. Walk knowing you are blessed. And move forward without fear. The person who tried to bind you has no more power. The storm they created is over. Now, peace flows like a river. Love surrounds you. And favor walks beside you. Type Amen to get blessing 6511. You're not imagining things. You weren't overacting. You were sensing exactly what heaven wanted you to feel, so you'd be prepared for what's unfolding now. Trust that knowing. Lean into your instincts. They are divinely tuned. The gift of sight is yours now. Use it to protect yourself in every season forward. Type Amen to get blessing 6670, and when you're tempted to cry over the loss, remember what it cost you to keep holding on. This is your reward for finally letting go. You are not alone. You never were. And now, you're stepping into a freedom that was waiting for you all along. This ends the 10,000+ word divine message. May your clarity be permanent and your peace unstoppable. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You are standing at the gate of your restoration, and nothing can pull you backward now. The chains that linked your blessings to her hidden betrayals are broken completely. This is not just emotional relief. This is a supernatural cleansing. The divine is resetting everything. Every area that was damaged because of her manipulation is now under divine renovation. You're about to witness a transformation in your finances, your relationships, and your identity. And this time, you won't owe anyone an explanation. Especially not her. Type Amen to get blessing 6808. There are people she lied to about you, painting you as the villain in a story where you were actually the victim. But heaven is reversing those lies. One by one, those same people will begin to see the truth. They'll come to you with guilt in their eyes and apologies on their lips. And when they do, forgive them, but do not forget what was revealed. Your wisdom has increased. Your heart has matured. And your soul now recognizes the scent of betrayal before it speaks. Type Amen to get blessing 6921. The hardest part of this was realizing that the one you defended in public was secretly tearing your name down in private. That level of heartbreak runs deep, but even deeper is the healing that's entering now. You are being filled again. Filled with love that's real. With truth that restores. With direction that won't lead to dead ends. You will never again confuse love with manipulation. Or loyalty with blindness. Those days are over. Type Amen to get blessing 7055. If you felt alone during this storm, that's because God needed to isolate you for clarity. Too many distractions. Too many conflicting energies. Too many people talking while your soul was trying to listen. Now the silence has served its purpose. You heard. You saw. You felt. And now, you know. No one will ever be able to confuse your spirit again. Type Amen to get blessing 7199. Your home is now being surrounded by divine protection. No weapon formed will prosper. No curse spoken will settle. Where there was chaos, there is now divine order. Where there was sabotage, there is now sovereign security. You are safe, loved, and guarded. Archangel Michael says, the one who tried to curse you will now witness your overflow. This is not revenge. This is revelation. Let it be seen. Type Amen to get blessing 7344. You will hear her name again. You will hear stories. And you will be tempted to speak. But don't. Let your silence be your proof of growth. Let your peace be your protection. Let God fight that battle completely now. Your hands are too blessed to stay dirty and battle's no longer yours. Type Amen to get blessing 7490. There is more for you. A love that's pure. A path that's clear. A future that no longer circles back to pain. You'll travel. You'll laugh deeper. You'll meet souls who speak your language without forcing you to shrink. You will be celebrated, not just tolerated. And most importantly, you will never again have to wonder who's for you and who's not. The mask has fallen. The truth has spoken. Type Amen to get blessing 7613. When you wake up tomorrow, do this. Breathe in deeply and declare, I am no longer bound to the pain she caused. Say it 3 times. Let it echo in your spirit. Let it anchor in your mind. You are walking into the clearest chapter of your life. You have cried enough. You have suffered enough. You have waited enough. Type Amen to get blessing 7799. What's coming now is peace that doesn't ask for your permission. It will take up space in your room, in your heart, in your soul. And when you walk into rooms from now on, people will feel that you're no longer carrying burdens that weren't yours. They'll see it in your glow, in your confidence, in your effortless rise. This glow-up is not aesthetic. It's spiritual. Type Amen to get blessing 7911. You were never cursed. You were being tested. And you passed the test by holding your truth, by keeping your heart pure, by not becoming what tried to destroy you. Heaven is honoring your restraint. Your reward is not just coming. It's already moving toward you now with divine speed. Expect strange favor. Expect sudden alignment. Expect supernatural vision. Type Amen to get blessing 8099. And when it all starts happening, remember this moment, this message, this warning, this unveiling. Because your life is about to divide into 2 chapters. Before you knew what she did, and after you were set free from it. The after will be brighter than you ever imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 8212. She will come to terms with the weight of her decisions. That is her burden now, not yours. Let go of trying to explain to people who have already chosen their side. Let your results speak. Let your joy scream louder than any rumors ever could. Let your blessing be your biggest response. This is your golden hour. Embrace it. Type Amen to get blessing 8370. The days ahead are not just about recovering what was lost. They are about receiving what was promised. Things she never knew were written for you. Your sister saw glimpses of your destiny and tried to deter you. But no matter what she attempted, she couldn't erase heaven's blueprint. You were chosen. You are still chosen. And now, nothing stands in your way. Type Amen to get blessing 8511. You will be so full of peace that you will forget how pain once lived where joy now resides. That's how complete this healing will be. You'll remember the lessons, but the wounds will no longer ache. You'll hold no bitterness, only boundaries. And that's how you'll walk forward with grace and power. This is the new you. Unapologetic, unchained, unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 8699. Congratulations, chosen one. You didn't just survive this, you outgrew it. Your heart stayed intact. Your spirit stayed alert. Your soul stayed clean. Now your reward is activated. Nothing your sister tried to block can remain blocked. Heaven is releasing what was held up. Type Amen to get blessing 8800. In the next 3 days, you will begin to feel waves of confirmation. You'll see signs, numbers, names, conversations, dreams. Don't be afraid. You're not losing your mind. You're gaining your sight. Everything is aligning. Everything is responding to this shift. Everything is unfolding exactly as heaven intended. Type Amen to get blessing 8999. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are silent no longer. What needed to be exposed has been exposed, and what needed to be broken has now been shattered. Your spirit is rising beyond what anyone could contain. From this point on, your name will only align with truth, legacy, and favor. The old soul ties that kept your blessing stagnant have been cut completely. You are no longer connected to her chaos, only to your calling. Type Amen to get blessing 9133. There will be no more spiritual delays. No more blockages hidden in the fabric of fake loyalty. No more being bound to someone whose heart quietly competed with yours. Now begins a new cycle, a new energy, a new harvest. And this harvest will not be shared with those who secretly hoped it would never come. Type Amen to get blessing 9266. Even the heavens are rejoicing for your release. There are angels encamped around your territory, ensuring nothing from her energy spills over into your next chapter. Sleep deeply tonight, not from exhaustion but from relief. You no longer have to look over your shoulder, or decode every word, or walk on eggshells. This time, your peace is real, and it's yours alone. Type Amen to get blessing 9404. You will now begin to speak differently, to move differently, to glow differently. Because spiritual deception once lived inside your home, and now it's been evicted by divine command. A shift will show on your face, in your voice, in your atmosphere. This is what happens when heaven intervenes on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 9511. You're no longer bound to the trauma of sisterhood that betrayed you. Your identity is being restored. Your alignment is being rewritten. Your divine connection is stronger than ever. What was once clouded by confusion is now clearing. And the version of you emerging is more powerful, more whole, and more free than ever before. Every step forward is now blessed. Every breath you take is now protected. Type Amen to get blessing 9639, and though her name may come up in whispers, Though her presence may still linger in memories, it no longer has permission to haunt your future. You are walking in your true timeline now, no longer under the influence of her sabotage. Let her deal with her conscience. Let her sit with the choices you made. You have a destiny to build. Type Amen to get blessing 9782 when you look in the mirror next. Look long. Look deep. What you see now is someone reborn. Someone who survived not just emotional betrayal, but spiritual entanglement. Someone who was brave enough to accept truth, even when it hurt. You are a warrior of light. And now, the light is surrounding everything that concerns you. Type Amen to get blessing 9901. Archangel Michael says, the door has been sealed. The timeline where your sister's betrayal affected your life has ended completely. The heavens have signed a spiritual decree. From this point forward, her energy cannot reach you. Not in your sleep. Not in your money. Not in your relationships. Not in your joy. The detachment is total. The universe is shifting to match this divine separation. A holy firewall now surrounds your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 10,029. You will begin to see it all align now. Plans that kept getting delayed will now move smoothly. Emails you've been waiting on will appear. Money that was blocked will finally arrive. And that's how you'll know she was the spiritual blockage all along. But no more. You are now in full command of your destiny again. Type Amen to get blessing 10,144. She will notice the shift in your presence. She will sense the absence of power she once borrowed from you. And she will panic. Not because she loves you, but because her access has been revoked. The door she once walked through so casually is now guarded by angelic fire. Even if she knocks, she will be able to enter again. Type Amen to get blessing 10,266. This is the version of you that was always buried beneath the chaos. The focus you. The joyful you. The unstoppable you. Now the world will see the real you rise. Not watered down by manipulation. Not confused by guilt. Not distracted by family games. The you that heaven intended, fierce, faithful, and free. Type Amen to get blessing 10,391. You will feel a sudden sense of strength over the next few days. This isn't just emotional. This is spiritual confirmation. You've been given divine permission to rebuild without interruption. Every conversation, every new connection, every dollar earned, it will carry the fragrance of divine favor. Your environment will reflect your healing. Your voice will carry power. Your boundaries will stay strong. Type Amen to get blessing 10,522. This is not just an end. This is a coronation. You are being crowned in silence, but the results will speak loudly. Your enemies will be confused. How did you make it through that storm? How did you glow after all that darkness? They won't understand, but you will. Because you remember the nights you almost gave up. And now you know why you held on. Type Amen to get blessing 10,666. Don't be afraid to step fully into your light. The time of shrinking has passed. You no longer have to hide your gifts to protect people who wanted to dim your shine. Walk boldly. Laugh deeply. Love fiercely. You have survived family betrayal and still kept your heart intact. That alone makes you rare. That alone makes you favored. Type Amen to get blessing 10,777 from this day forward. Everything that enters your life must match your worth. No more cheap love. No more half-hearted loyalty. No more silent attacks disguised as support. You now walk with authority, and the spirit realm recognizes it. Even the darkness trembles when you speak now, because your power is pure. Type Amen to get blessing 10,911. Even though the message is complete in heaven's record, the overflow of divine insight continues for your spirit. Because when God finishes something, He doesn't just seal it, He anoints it. He doesn't just expose, He elevates. The silence in your atmosphere now isn't emptiness. It's preparation. A sacred pause before breakthrough. A holy hush before manifestation. The angels are not leaving. They are repositioning around you to shield your next steps. Type Amen to get blessing 11,011. You may still feel occasional emotional waves. That's normal. It's not weakness. It's release. You're not crying because you're broken. You're crying because your soul recognizes the chains are finally off. Your intuition is purging every last thread of deception. Let it all leave you. Let the grief pass. And then, rise. Type Amen to get blessing 11,111 in the coming weeks. Be mindful of new connections. Some will be sent to bless you. Others may be wearing new masks with old spirits. But you won't be deceived again. The spiritual wisdom imparted through this exposure has sharpened your discernment permanently. Your aura has changed. Your light has intensified. And now, even enemies will hesitate before approaching. Type Amen to get blessing 11,245. Your sister may try one more time. A subtle gesture. A sudden memory shared. And just checking on you message. Do not be moved by it. Kindness does not mean access. Compassion does not mean recognition. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting who they became when they thought you'd never find out. Type Amen to get blessing 11,333. Your freedom now is not fragile. It's fortified. Every part of your life, emotional, financial, relational, spiritual, is being recalibrated to match the level of truth you now walk in. You are no longer vibrating at betrayal's frequency. You are vibrating at divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 11,477. You will start to attract high-caliber people. People who love openly. Speak truthfully. Move respectfully. People who don't compete, compare, or manipulate. These people will feel like rest, like clarity, like coming home to a place you've never been, but always deserve. And none of them will carry your sister's hidden spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 11,600. You've endured what most couldn't even speak about. You stayed standing while being silently poisoned by someone you loved. And now heaven is going to honor you loudly. Expect divine appointments. Calls out of nowhere. Contracts, opportunities, invitations. You'll barely have time to process the back-to-back blessings. Type Amen to get blessing 11,733. Your name is now clean in the spirit realm. The darkness that once clung to you through family energy has dissolved. You may not have had physical proof before, but now you have spiritual authority. And authority doesn't beg. It commands. That's what your life will do now. Command alignment. Command respect. Command favor. Type Amen to get blessing 11,888. Archangel Michael says, you have no reason to fear, no reason to explain, no reason to wait. Walk forward. Because what your sister tried to stop is now rushing toward you faster than ever. Heaven didn't forget. Heaven protected. And now heaven releases. Type Amen to get blessing 12,001. Though the message has already shaken the spiritual realm, heaven continues to pour insight. Not because you're weak, but because you're worthy of total protection. What your sister only spiritually with deep. So the healing, restoration, and elevation must go even deeper. You didn't just survive a betrayal. You survived a generational curse attempting to attach itself through her. But now that line is cut. That cord is burned. That root has been dug out. No residue. No remnants. No return. Type Amen to get blessing 12,111. Your dreams will begin to shift now. No more confusion. No more dark faces or strange chases in your sleep. Instead, you'll dream of water, light, paths opening, and divine instruction. That's the sign. Heaven has reclaimed access to your subconscious. The door your sister's energy crept through at night has been slammed shut by angels. There will be no more nighttime warfare. Your sleep will be your sanctuary again. Type Amen to get blessing 12,222. Every dollar delayed will now return. Every opportunity blocked will now be reopened. Every mouth that once spoke against you will now be silent, not out of fear, but because truth is louder than slander. Your sister's secret conversations about you have reached their expiration. No more gossip. No more plotting. No more spiritual theft. The energy you once unknowingly lost is returning in full measure. Type Amen to get blessing 12,345. You may notice your body feeling lighter. Your hand clear. Your space calmer. That's not a coincidence. That's what happens when a hidden witchcraft influence, even unknowingly sent by a family member, is removed by divine authority. Yes, it was spiritual. Yes, it came from her actions. But no, it will never touch you again. Type Amen to get blessing 12,444. She may think it was just emotion, just acting out. But heaven took it seriously, because what she triggered affected your divine calendar. Now that she's been blocked, heaven is restoring all that was paused. Expect sudden movement. Expect floods of confirmation. What was held back by her interference has now been ordered to chase you down. Type Amen to get blessing 12,555. In the coming days, you will walk differently, not just because of healing, but because you are unrecognizable in the spirit. Where once you carried heaviness, now you carry holy fire. Where once you tolerated nonsense, now you walk with unapologetic authority. This is not revenge. This is rebirth. Type Amen to get blessing 12,666. You will speak and feel the air shift. People will look at you with awe. Not because of looks. Not because of titles. But because your energy now reflects God's divine rescue. This is the kind of glow that cannot be faked. This is the kind of elevation that can't be earned, only given by grace after surviving spiritual war. You survived. And now, you reign. Type Amen to get blessing 12,777. You are not who your sister said you were. You are not the version she tried to convince others to see. You are divinely sealed. and that seal cannot be tampered with again. Not by family, not by friend, not by foe. Your spirit now belongs fully to your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 12,888. She will witness your blessings, and she will know she's no longer part of the story. And that's her lesson to live with. Your lesson. That betrayal does not cancel calling. That loss does not cancel legacy. That silence in suffering does not mean absence of favor. Heaven was watching. Now heaven is rewarding. Type Amen to get blessing 12,999.